Many times, because people don't know how to articulate what produced the result that they have, they say things like, it's the grace of God. Because they could not explain it. What brought them to where they are. Because many times we see the fruit, but we don't know the seed that produced the fruit. But it is when people are able to tell you the seed that produced the fruit that you can now duplicate the fruit. Because success leaves clues. But if you don't know the clues, you will not be able to replicate the success. But if you know what people did and you did what they did, anybody can, just by repetition, just by copy what people do, you become like them. It's simple like that. You say somebody that played lottery is lucky. In what way is he lucky? Was he the only one that heard the announcement? Many people heard the announcement to come and play lottery. He went, you didn't go. That's his faith. He believed in it. That's faith. That's a principle. When you go for lottery now free, no be ticket anybody. He carry money, buy tickets. That is capital. That's a seed. That's a principle. You know buy. You say lucky. Is it the first time that he played the lottery that he won? No, he kept buying. That's persistence. That's a principle. And is it the day that he bought the ticket that they did the draw? No, he waited until the day of the raffle draw, or the day of the something. That's his patience. That's a law. You told him, hey, don't do all this lottery. They will chop and say, I don't go agree, I go do. That's what? That's a fighting spirit. Determination. That's a law. So even though those laws are applied in the wrong direction, he succeeded not because he's lucky. He applied laws. The opportunities are what? Ladders, steps, lifts, doors. When you want to climb from ground floor to upper floor and you put a ladder on the wall, for you to climb from ground floor to upper floor, you need both your hands and your leg because you are using the ladder. So there are opportunities that come in your life that will still require you to put in a lot of effort to go up, even though it's an opportunity. Because the person who don't get ladder is worse than you. They'll be trying to jump. You can't jump beyond because if you fall, you are down. So there are opportunities like that. The fact that it is an opportunity does not mean it's for lazy people. The fact that it's opportunity does not mean you should be inactive, doing nothing. Say, I'm just waiting for my opportunity. It doesn't work like that. Show me one person, one new world that is betting is his life. That's what he does. That's his career. When you say, what do you do for this? I'm a better. I'm a gambler. That gambling is his life. And he was able to do it successfully and became a successful billionaire that his name entered first book of record. He now has children. He now handed over the business to his children. The children too now took it. So anything that is not sustainable, you already know that you're just wasting away your life. And because of poverty and covetousness, it thrives more where there is financial ignorance. Please go and do your research. When you live here now, go to Ikoyi, go to Banana Island, see if you see any betting shop there. Go to the places where rich people are. See whether when you go to Agege, Akomojo, Baja, Songo, Bariga, you see that they go to where poor people are. Because they are selling an illusion to you, and you will be thinking, go up. Before you know it, 15 years later, you are still the same person. I was married and I did not have what it takes to handle the responsibilities of being married. And now a child is coming to join that equation. You see, and that's why I say there's no romance without finance. Because I fell for that trap of, I love you the way you are, it doesn't really matter, I love you the way you are. And I suddenly realized that is what we call naivete. I was a naive man that just believed that love is all you need. If you just love each other. Then I suddenly learned that love is not enough. Because even when a woman tells you I love you the way you are, it doesn't mean I love you to remain the way you are. She's hoping that somewhere along the line your story will change. If your story does not change, then our whole story about you will change. The ability to provide or not provide is not what makes you a man or your husband. Those are the teachings that we have. Problem. That is the teaching that has put us in trouble. And that's the way all of us were brought up. So when the man is saying you have to take care of a family, hey, you have to be able to cook for your husband. So we now have a lot of cook that are useless. All they can do is cook and have sex. And I say that if that's what you are bringing to it, so you now have a wife that you no cerebral meat, cerebrally deficient. You have a wife you cannot gist with. You are talking of football, say what is football? You don't understand. You are talking of sports. You are talking of government. This American election, say where is America? No brain, nothing, no substance upstairs. All they have is to do boda.
Welcome to another episode of Salah Meditate, where we discuss on topics that will challenge your mindset, transform you, and also help you to improve your lifestyle. Today, I have someone that is not alien to this show. He is one of the most sought after transformational speakers and also a relationship expert. Well, we had this interview the first time already. We did part 1 of it. If you haven't seen it, do check it. I'll link it in the description so you can follow up and also understand much more about him. On this episode today, we're going to be discussing more on wealth creation and also relationship. He is the CEO of the Common Sense group. And if it's your first time coming to the channel, do it to hit the subscribe button, like this video, share it, and subscribe with those that this is going to benefit. Share it with people also. So guys, make welcome my very powerful guest here, Dr. Olumide Emmanuel. Sir,
thank you.
Thank you very much.
How did you get my people to give you another within 1 year? You are coming second time. As what now?
The first one was very, very interesting. Very interesting. I had a lot of people that they kept messaging saying, please, can you try and bring him up again? I think you guys didn't do justice to everything. I said, okay, wow, I will try my best to get to see.
That's good to hear. So
it's very good. It's very good. It's a privilege
to be here with you again. Well done for what you guys are doing also.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Now we can help and transform the lives of people.
Yeah, certainly. Before we get into it, I just want to understand what really drives you. What's your drive behind helping people and trying to see that you transform people and you develop people? What's your drive?
I think it's about the desire and the hunger for impact. Or just like you are saying now, that a lot of people, were blessed by the first session. That's the joy. When you see lives change, you see destinies transformed, you are happy. Because that means you are making a difference in the life of people. The highest level of living is significance. There are 3 levels of operation that people can live in. You can start with what we call the survival level. And then it's all about how to survive, what to eat, what to drink, and all the stuff. But after that, when you move on, you move into what is called the success level, where you get to a place where you have what it takes to live a comfortable life. But when people get to that level, they now discover that life is beyond what we term success. And that true success is making a difference and being significant. Then you now move to the 3rd level, which is the highest level of operation, which is the significance level. And like I always say to people, you need to have a significance mindset at every level of your life. So even when you are at the supposedly survival level, your mindset should be impact and significance. And that's what will actually bring you out of survival and make you significant. So my joy and my drive is impact. Seeing the lives of people change.
Was that what inspired the name Common Sense Group?
Yeah, the word common sense or phrase common sense is something that we have all heard all our life. And you just think that, common sense, it doesn't have, we think that common sense is common because of that common, but it's not really common. As you begin to move with people and relate with people, you realize that they do things and you're like, doesn't he have common sense? No, it's not common. Even though it's called common sense, it's uncommon. Not everybody has it. And starting out in life, I'm going to be, I don't know when this will air, but I'm going to be marking 35 years in full-time ministry this year, October. And when I look back at the last 35 years, I realized that what has marked out what I do is just wisdom for all-round success. Helping people to have wisdom to be able to succeed in different areas of life. And when it was time to start the company, I think we registered in 2001, that was 23 years ago. That was just it, Common Sense. It's Common Sense Limited, the Common Sense Estate, the Common Sense all like that, Common Sense Television. So it's just, that's just it. Just let people know that, look, you need to use your brain and think well as you connect to the mind of God.
From the beginning, has that vision was only there for you from the beginning, or at a point in time?
I used to run 1998. I started what is arguably the largest singles ministry in the whole of Africa, if not the whole of the world. It's called Wisdom for Singles. So it's still wisdom, common sense, wisdom. So wisdom for singles, and I shared on common sense for single people in the 90s. I wrote a book called Common Sense is Not Common in the 90s. I wrote Common Sense is Not Common Part 2. So everything around wisdom and common sense has been part of my life for well over 3 decades. That's just more like wisdom and common sense is like, I don't want to use the word brand or whatever, but that's just everything around me is all about wisdom and integrity.
You talked about that you are starting up, that you have seen a lot in life, you have been through a lot in poverty and all of that. At what point did that transformation happen for you?
1997. 1997, 98. I shared the stories, even written in many of my books. My story and transformation when it comes to the issue of wealth came in 1997. I was expecting my first child, and that point in time in my life was a time when, you have this desire and hunger to be the best you can, but you are incapacitated by limited knowledge, limited resources, limited understanding. And my challenge then was the fact that I was married and I did not have what it takes to handle the responsibilities of being married. And now a child is coming to join that equation. You see, and that's why I say there's no romance without finance. Because I fell for that trap of, oh, I love you the way you are. It doesn't really matter. I love you the way you are. And I suddenly realized that is what we call naivete. I was a naive man that just believed that love is all you need. Oh, if you just love each other. Then I suddenly realized that love is not enough. Because even when a woman tells you, I love you the way you are, it doesn't mean I love you to remain the way you are. She's hoping that somewhere along the line your story will change. If your story does not change, then our whole story about you will change. So that was like a frustrating reality for me, that now I'm expecting a child, I don't even have money. If anything happens to this baby now, and they say come and pay for surgery, no money. And that's why I tell people, when you are pregnant, God gives you 9 months notice. So you have enough time to that. So that was that 9 months. This beginning go come back and they explain, talk story to this beginning. And that's why I say, God, I'm tired. You must change my story. Wow. And God said, are you really sure you want your story to change? I said, yes. And then the journey said, so for 8 months, I had an encounter. And within those 8 months, number one, because I was a pastor, and I'm still a pastor. But as a pastor then, to be a pastor and then to be poor, it was like an anomaly. So I'm like, God, I've served you all my life. I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't woman, I don't do it. I pay my tithe, I give my... Why am I poor? It's because you are practicing religion. And that's why you hear me say that religion is more dangerous than the devil. When you practice Christianity as a religion, you're going to be a pawn in the hands of charlatans behind the pulpit. When you practice Christianity as a religion, you're going to be a victim of the religious, myopic, unexperienced, inexposed interpretation of scriptures of the people that you listen to. Christianity is not a religion, it's a relationship with your creator. So he said, if you want to really practice kingdom, let me unveil this to you. And so for 8 months, he took me from Genesis to Revelation and began to show me from scripture his biblical economic plan for his church. And that was a breakthrough for me. Next thing he asked me was, who is the richest man in Africa? Who is the richest man in Europe? Who is the richest man in North America? He virtually asked me who the richest man in all the continents of the earth were. And I knew some, I didn't know some. I'm like, he said, are they born again? I said, no. He said, so if the richest people are not born again, and you say you are born again, you are not rich, then there's something you don't know that you need to know. There's something you are missing up that you need to understand. And he said, I should go and study the lives of all the rich and wealthy individuals and families I can find. 1998, 97, 98, no Google. To let you know the kind of work I did for those 8 months, it was like madness. Library to library, reading books, going around just studying, going to museums, studying, trying to find out who are the richest people. And I came out with some basic understanding. Number one, I realized that what I've been doing as a pastor was I've not been incorrect, but I've been incomplete.
Incorrect and incomplete.
I've been sincere, but I've been sincerely wrong.
Wow. You can be sincere and be sincerely wrong.
You can be sincere and be sincerely wrong. A lot of people are hardworking, but they are not smart working. Hard work is not enough. Smart work must accompany your hard work. So the first thing I realized was that look, I need to move from religion to kingdom, because there's a difference between the person of Jesus and the principles of Jesus. You see, the person of Jesus gives you peace and guarantees your eternity, but the person of Jesus does not prosper you. You don't prosper because you are born again. The Bible never promised that.
The Bible says that above all things, I wish that you prosper.
I wish. It's a wish. But how do you now become prosperous? You know, the Bible says, I gave you power to become. But it doesn't give you well. I gave you power to become. If you don't use the power, you'll be a powerful poor man. It's there. It's lack of understanding. So there is the principles of Jesus. So the principles of Jesus is the principles that govern everything on this part of eternity. And if you are going to become successful in any area of life, you need to understand the principles that govern that area and apply those principles. And the devil did not create those principles. So they are called the principles of Jesus. Now, what has happened is, as a church, we embrace the person, we reject the principles. That's why we are poor. The world embraces the principle and rejects the person. That's why they are rich. So we are poor on the way to heaven. They are rich on the way to hell. So what God wants us to have is embrace the principles and the person, so that we can be rich here on earth and be rich in eternity. And that's that combination. So even when you say supernatural, super plus natural, there's a natural component in that supernatural element. And it is when you put the two together that you become successful. And when I now studied the lives of rich and wealthy people, I realized that there was a common thread among all of them. Principles are universal. They have no respect of persons, they have no respect of places, they have no respect of title, they have no respect of personalities. Principles are universal. Anyone that understands the principles and practices them, it will work for them. So I saw that all the rich and wealthy people on earth, there were some things that were common to them. Number one, none of them was a salary earner. They were not working for people. So I knew that I had to exit salary. Number two, none of them had only one source of income. They had multiple streams of income. So I knew that was the way out. Number three, none of them was in any kind of business that does not include real estate. As a matter of fact, real estate was what they all used to retain their wealth. So I realized that real estate is very powerful. So these are some of the things I learned, and they now form the basis of the first book that I wrote on the pathway to wealth, How to Be a Millionaire, to teach people this biblical economics, because I'm talking 97, 98. By 2001, my story has changed in 3 years. What I could not achieve for like 30 years, I achieved in 3 years because I now have the right understanding. And that's the way it works. Once you know better, you do better. You realize that most of what you call a mystery is because you don't know.
So that means that book that gave you the turning points.
What do you mean that?
I mean, the book that you wrote.
No, the book I wrote was me documenting what changed my own life.
What changed your own life.
So that people can now see it, practice it, and then they are
okay, but the major breakthrough come for you at what point? As in, what gave you the particular breakthrough when your life changed?
So it depends on what you mean by breakthrough. Breakthrough to me is not
financial breakthrough.
Yeah, you see, because the financial breakthrough only came because I had broken through inside. You see, like, I don't know if we got there the last time. You see, you have to become it to attract it.
Okay.
So let me take you on a very short crash course. Poverty is 5 levels. Poverty is a spirit. Poverty is a mindset. Poverty is an attitude. Poverty is an habit. Poverty is a lifestyle. So when you see someone in a state of poverty, or you see someone in a level of poverty, you say, this person is poor. If that person comes to a religious person, a pastor, a church to help him, the first thing they will do is, let's deal with every spirit of poverty. Go. Every spirit of poverty. I see. If you deal with the spirit of poverty, because you saw somebody in a state of poverty, you have dealt with the spirit, but it does not change the state of that person. Why? Because the spirit of poverty is not omnipresent. It's not everywhere at the same time. So the spirit of poverty works through the same laws and principles. So what the spirit of poverty does is that they will install a software into every individual, and they will program the software with knowledge, attitude, habit, and lifestyle that the person will be programming and following. So once the spirit of poverty has programmed that person, the spirit of poverty is gone. So what keeps many people poor is not a spirit, it's a mindset. That mindset of poverty has been programmed with poverty attracting beliefs, poverty attracting mindset or actions or habits, and poverty attracting lifestyle. So even though you have prayed for the person to deal with the spirit, the person will still be poor, because what is producing the poverty is now a mindset. And ignorance is not a demon. You can't cast it out. So it has nothing to do with demon. That is why I look at it now. Colonial masters have left us for over 60 years. We're still in problem. Because the mindset is that the colonial mindset is still there. Our leaders are still going to IMF, they're still going to one bank, they're still looking up to the world. Because even though you have been told you have independence, it is dependent independence. It is an independence that releases you physically but holds you down mentally. So when you are asking, when did I break through? I broke through in 1998 when my money was still the same. Breakthrough happened on this side. You have to become wealthy to attract wealth. You have to become rich to attract riches. So I became rich in 1998. It began to manifest in 2001. Are you saying now? So if I lose every money I have now, I'm not a poor man. Because I have become rich. I know what to do to attract it. So that is what happened to me. And that's what should happen to everybody. I don't know, if I give you 10 million now, if you are not 10 million inside, that 10 million will reduce to whatever you are inside. So your riches is actually who you have become. You have to be before you do, before you have. People are always thinking, what must I do? It's not what you must do. Who must I become?
Wow.
You must become the kind of person that can be entrusted with the kind of money you are looking for. That's the way it works.
Wow. This is spectacular. So guys, if you're enjoying this thing, make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video. So sir, Now, the book of Ecclesiastes talked about the fact that riches not to the man of wisdom and things like that, and that he talked about. So, is it about what determines success generally? Is it hard work? Is it mindset? Or is it destiny? Does God create people and destine you that you have to achieve wealth, whichever way it is? Or is it mindset? Because the Ecclesiastes said that it's not by men of power, it's not by men of wisdom, it's not by power, it's not by things like that. It's just time and chance that happens to everyone.
Okay, so
what determines
chapter 9, verse 11, the race is
not to the swift. That is it.
Neither battle to the strong, neither riches to the wise, nor bread for men of understanding. But time and chance happens to them all.
Good.
So now it lists a lot of things there. Swift, strong, wise, understanding. Now, because many times when you read the Bible, if you don't take time to ask the Holy Spirit to give you interpretation and understanding, you may go into error. Now, it is now not saying that you should not be swift.
Okay.
It is not saying you should not be wise. It is not saying you should not be strong. It is not saying you should not have understanding. But it is saying don't rely on that. Don't rely on your swiftness. Don't rely on your strength. Don't rely on your understanding. Don't rely on your wisdom. Because if you have all these things and you don't know how to maximize opportunity, time is equal for everybody, 24 hours. But within time, there are chances, opportunities. So he's saying that if you don't know how to maximize opportunities, using all those things that you have to maximize the opportunities that are available within the time that you have, you will not amount to anything. Someone that does not have strength, someone that is not swift, someone that is not wise, someone that lacks understanding, if they are able to maximize opportunity, they will do better than you. So what he's trying to help you understand is the importance of maximizing opportunities within the life cycle of the opportunity. So I need to educate people now about opportunities. See, opportunities are steps. Opportunities are ladders. Opportunities are lifts. Opportunities are doors that takes you from one dimension to the other. Life is all about opportunity. We have heard it said over and over again, success is opportunity plus preparation collaborating together. When you see a successful man, it's because opportunity met with preparation. So it is better to be prepared, waiting for opportunities, than for opportunity to come and meet you unprepared. So there is nothing called luck. Nobody is lucky. Most of what you are calling luck is opportunity plus preparation. Many times, because people don't know how to articulate what produced the result that they have, they say things like, it's the grace of God. Because they could not explain it. What brought them to where they are. Because many times we see the fruit, but we don't know the seed that produced the fruit. But it is when people are able to tell you the seed that produced the fruit that you can now duplicate the fruit. Because success leaves clues. But if you don't know the clues, you will not be able to replicate the success. But if you know what people did and you did what they did, anybody can, just by repetition, just by copy what people do, you become like them. It's simple like that. So when it comes to this issue of opportunity, I remember I was speaking at an event years ago. I don't know where, but the person said, no, what of the people that play lottery? Some people are just lucky. They just go for reality show and they just blow. I say there's nothing like that. It's because you people lack understanding. Any man, any woman in this world that has become successful in any aspect of life has not become successful by luck. There's nothing like that. They became successful because they activated the principles and the laws of success consciously or unconsciously. So they may not be conscious of what they have done. But if you sit down to study every success story, you will see loss there. So let's take the lottery, for instance. You say somebody that plays lottery is lucky. In what way is he lucky? Was he the only one that heard the announcement? Many people heard the announcement to come and play lottery. He went, you didn't go. That's his faith. He believed in it. That's faith. That's the principle. When you go for lottery now free, no be ticket that they buy. He carry money, buy ticket. That is capital. That's a seed. That's the principle. You know buy. You say he's lucky. Is it the first time that he played the lottery that he won? No, he kept buying. That's persistence. That's the principle.
And
is it the day that he bought the ticket that they did the draw? No, he waited until the day of the raffle draw, or the day of the something. That's his patience. That's a law. You told him, hey, don't do all this lottery. They will chop and say, I don't go agree, I go do. That's what? That's a fighting spirit.
That's determination.
That's a law. So even though those laws are applied in the wrong direction, he succeeded not because he's lucky. He applied laws. It's like an armed robber. An armed robbery, not be small job. The principle of armed robbery is entrepreneurship.
It's true.
Entrepreneurship. So be an armed robber, you can go sit down
and successfully
choose a target, decide how do we meet them, what do we do, what if this one. That is entrepreneurship.
Yes.
That is board meeting. To do armed robbery and kidnapping. That's entrepreneurship.
Yes.
But in the wrong direction.
In the wrong direction.
So if they can just carry that same laws and put it in the positive direction, they will be successful. So there's nothing called luck. There's nothing like that. So most of what you are is because many times nobody is teaching us and breaking this thing down. You know, people are not ready to sit down to learn. That's why they are where they are. So once you understand, you realize that anybody that is successful is not because like he just became lucky. No. Time and chance happens to them all. Whether you are wise or you are strong, all of them, everybody at equal time. The same 24 hours you have is the same 24 hours I have. How come you're saying, how do you do all these things that you do? Now, because I manage my own time. It's the same time. I don't have 25 hours. Nobody has 25 hours. Nobody has 23 hours.
It's true.
So you cannot say he has more time. Nobody has more time. You create time for what is important to you. You say he has more chances. No. Because so like I said, so opportunities, once you have that understanding, and I want to really spend time on these opportunities because I see that is a major issue that many people don't understand. And I've written a book on this. All these things, I get book. Let them go to Olumide.org. You see books on opportunity, books on creating your success. All these things, I've written book. So once I get an understanding, I put it in a book so that it could be there for people to learn. Go to my YouTube channel, you see all these things there. So now listen, I told you, I said opportunities are what? Ladders. Steps. Lifts, doors. Look at it. When you want to climb from ground floor to upper floor and you put a ladder on the wall, for you to climb from ground floor to upper floor, you need both your hands and your leg because you are using the ladder.
True.
So there are opportunities that come in your life that will still require you to put in a lot of effort
to go
up, even though it's an opportunity, because the person who don't get ladder is worse than you. They'll be trying to jump. You can't jump beyond your... But that ladder is... But you still have to, because if you fall, you are down.
Yes.
So there are opportunities like that. The fact that it is an opportunity does not mean it's for lazy people. The fact that it's opportunity does not mean you should be inactive, doing nothing. Say, I'm just waiting for my opportunity. It doesn't work like that. There are some opportunities you have to grab with your hand. I don't know how old you are, but in those days in Lagos, when we were still young, we used to enter Molue. Because I know you people are doing BRT now, so you don't understand Molue. Molue. In the days of Molue, there is no bus stop. You see, when you are inside the Molue, to come down, you have to have a strategy. Because if you say you want to wait to bus stop to come down, they will mob you. So you come down before the bus will stop, and you'll be running along with the bus to stabilize yourself. Then if you want to enter, you have to be watching. All you need is one leg and one hand. You don't need your whole body. So you just be looking. Once your leg don't enter, you put your hands, that's it. Your body will enter later. That is where some opportunities are. You grab it with hand and leg.
Yes.
Because it may not come again. Not all opportunities are. There are daily opportunities, weekly opportunity, monthly opportunity, yearly opportunity, seasonal opportunity, and there are once in a lifetime opportunity.
It's unending.
Now, the second one, opportunities are steps. To climb a step, you don't need your hand. It depends on the kind of step. So you can actually be on your phone and you are still climbing. So there are some opportunities that when they come, you just need to do some things. You can still be doing other things. That opportunity will still be working. But there are some opportunities that are like lift. You don't even need to do anything. Just press button, just stay there.
Stay on it. That's
just fine. So those are the ones that when people now say, how did you do it? You say, it's God. He says, because even you yourself,
you cannot explain
you know, say this one. If they say qualification, I don't qualify. If they say you know somebody, it's just God. Because sometimes people can just sit down. I was still discussing this same situation with someone on my last trip to Gambia. And the only reason why that person got that job was because they have decided that it seems as if everybody here is a man, and everybody that has occupied this position is a man, that this one is a woman that we want. So the board has decided that it is a woman that will occupy the position. When they did the interview, this person was number 36.
Wow.
But she got the job because the 35 people that were better than her were men. She was the first among women.
Can you imagine?
So she was number 36, but she got the job. So she too know say, now third class get to. He too know say, no get brave for that job. You know. So why you don't go church, go give testimony?
And it's true.
She went to give testimony. So when you now hear that kind of testimony, you will now think that God promotes riffraff. No. Those are special. That's the one they call, I'm the one. You have shown me mercy. It is lift. When God lifts you, he says he raises the poor from the dust. And those are the supernatural dimension that. But you see that lift one, nobody can help you. It's only God. You can't. There's no permutation and combination. It's God that knows how to position you to be in the right place at the right time. And that's what the favor of God is all about. Then I go to the next dimension. Opportunities are like doors. But we have three major kinds of doors. Number one, we have a door that you have to use key and use your handle and push or pull.
Yes.
So some opportunities like that, there are doors, but you still need to apply some wisdom, some principle. You still need to put in little energy. You need to push or pull. That's one kind of door. But there's another kind of door. It's called automatic door. You don't need to do anything. No, nothing. Just show up.
Just show up. The door open.
It's like lift again. You just see that sometimes it's not that you just meet some people and before you know your life just changed.
True.
Everybody applied, you applied, and you got there. They say this job, we only want to interview you here, and then you get to the job. 3 months later, the person that was in the next position resigned. Then I say, since you have been doing the job, can you try acting? Before you know you are acting, so they are sending you to London for training. Like play, you don't get passport.
Just like that.
You don't go, you don't come back, they don't give you car. Within 7 months, a poor man that was asking for 5,000 last year. In 7 months, you don't get house, you don't get car, you don't go London, don't return. They say, hey, don't they use something? I was doing Insta Live with one of the major frontline guys on the social media, the pastor. This guy, I did Insta Live with him a few weeks ago. He said, sir, as at early last year, I was begging for rent.
Wow.
That was in 15 months. It became a global phenomenon. But this guy has been in the wilderness for like 17 years. Do you understand now? When his mates were going, God said, sit down in Ife. He sat down in the village. For 7 years, all the people were trained, they are doing well. God said, sit down here. So many times, there are 7,000 that are on the reserve bench waiting to be manifested. But people don't understand it. So that's the way this opportunity thing works. So opportunities come within the life cycle of time. And time is in hours, in minutes, in seconds, in days, in weeks. So that scripture is loaded, though. That scripture is loaded.
Now, as you talked about the fact that people apply some principles in the wrong direction. Some people may talk about, and that's why they should continue on their betting, because some people like betting every day. They go play bet nine, all those betting platforms. What do you have to say about that? Do you encourage for people to continue?
Okay, so one thing I want to ask is this: show me one person, in the whole world that is betting is his life. That's what he does. That's his career. You say, what do you do for this? I'm a better. I'm a gambler. That gambling is his life, and he was able to do it successfully and became a successful billionaire that his name entered Forbes book of record. He now has children. He now handed over the business to his children. The children too now took it. So anything that is not sustainable, or you already know that you're just wasting away your life. We have stories upon stories of people that have done lottery, done gambling. It doesn't end well. Do you understand now? And you will know, you see, you can't game the system. These things are all algorithms. The people that are planning to say you should come and make money, they have already programmed how much they're going to do. So if we do the software now, and say, okay, software, for every 10 million, we'll give away 500,000. So it means that by the time somebody is winning 500,000, the company has made 10 million. If that's the algorithm. If they say if they say, okay, we'll give 10% of everything that we make, that means they will program it in such a way that once they make 10 million, they will give away 1 million. Somebody can win 200. So it is those 30% that people are winning that is making people to join, that is making the thing to continue. So you'll find out that everyone that owns the platform is a billionaire. Go and do your research. All those betting platforms, the owners are billionaires. The people playing, nobody has ever made it. it's a game. Your life, you have submitted your life to become a pawn in the hands of capitalism. And because of poverty and covetousness, it thrives more where there is financial ignorance.
And that's true.
More,
That's true. Now,
if you notice, please go and do your research. When you live here now, go to Ikoyi, go to Banana Island, see if you see any betting shop there. No, go to Ikoyi, go to Banana Island, go to VI, go to the places where rich people are. See whether when you go to Agege, Akomojo, Baja, Songo, Bariga, you see that they go to where poor people are because they are selling an illusion to you. And you will be thinking, go up. Before you know it, 15 years later, you are still the same place.
So we just say, well, just for me to survive at the meantime. Also.
So that's what you want to do.
So now, the country has become the way it is. Like you've always been saying that the country is going to get worse and things like that. So as the country has become like this and people suffering left, right, and center, poverty left, right, and center, what's the best way for people or individuals to become recession-proof in this kind of our economy?
You see, I was listening to my younger brother, my kid brother. He said to me, he's producing Gary Jebu, so, and so he sent me a write-up that should help him push the Gary. So I'm pushing again, making him buy my brother Gary. So now, boy, you see, he did something that was very amazing. I was telling my wife, I said, this thing what my brother do, I go carry out. He said that water pass Gary. Water pass Gary. Everybody now knows that water pass Gary. And he said that in order for you to now succeed, like me, I always say, he's now saying it this way, that is either you will have to reduce the water. But he said we have reduced everything, including our self-esteem. He said the other option is to increase your Gary. So reduce water means reduce your income. Increase Gary means increase your income. Well, I love that analogy of water pass Gary that is very bad. And that's the way. You see, many times, people are looking for a new revelation. Something, there is nothing new under the sun. There is nothing you are going through now that people have not gone through before. Inside Bible, people were so poor that they were killing their children to eat. So when people are talking things about what do I do, it's the same thing we have been saying that we say you are just looking for someone to lie to you. Any economy in this world, no matter how bad it is, those are the two answers. Reduce your expenditure, increase your income. That's all. There's no new revelation anywhere. Except you are not ready to listen to the truth. You are looking for one magician to give you one fake news. It is the same way. Reduce your expenditure, increase your income. Look, I was on a program a few weeks ago, and somebody called into the program on the TV station and said, everything that Dr. Emmanuel is saying, I agree, but it cannot work in Nigeria. And he was talking to Dr. Emmanuel that lives in Nigeria. So if they cannot work in Nigeria, how did he work for you? You see, that is so. Now, on that table, I have one of my mentees on that same table that 4 years ago was poor, that now our business is doing billions. Somebody I've mentored in less than 3 years, they are doing turnover of billions in this same Nigeria. So I told her, I said, look, I am here in Nigeria. This person is a testimony that what I'm saying is working in Nigeria. Yet you say it cannot work in Nigeria. But you know what that made? When I left there, I was now thinking when I was in the car, I said, now wow, this world though. Because in 2020, somebody called me from London during lockdown and said, I've been following you this lockdown period. That in fact, I used to come to your program in 1998, 99 at the National Stadium. That singles program I was talking about. So, but now I'm in London. You see, everything you are saying is so powerful. So, but the problem is you cannot work in London. You cannot work in London. So I told him, I said, it works anywhere. That same person. I went to London in 2002 because COVID, they were doing. So in 2002, I went to London and he traveled down to meet with me. I sat him down, told him what to do. As I'm talking to you right now, this is 2024. In less than 3 years, he has produced over £3 million.
Wow.
The person will say, if you work for London, it is now working for him. They are now telling him that he has joined Juju. That since he joined Olumide Emmanuel, they don't know this.
They don't indoctrinate him.
They don't do why are you doing it? But it's just knowledge that people don't have. So listen and listen well. Principles are universal. They are universal. But the problem is the application of those principles are personal, contextual, and geographical. So a lot of people, they say, you know, this motivational speaker aspire to. It's not like that. It's because I read the book, it didn't work. I listened to all these things that say it doesn't work. It's your pessimism. Your pessimism is now what is keeping you where you are, because you will not see what you are supposed to see because you are blind by your mindset. So principles are universal, but the application of those principles are personal, contextual, and geographical. So let's go. 2 people got married on the same day. They started having sex with their husband same day. 1 year later, one don't born pikin. 11 years later, the other one never born. Is sex wrong? Are you saying now? So that you are not pregnant after 11 years of marriage does not mean you say forget it. All this thing, they are just deceiving us. Sex does not work. Forget it. Sex does not produce children. There are something they are doing, they are not telling us. No. Sex is the way. There is no sex with your spouse. But now there is something you don't know that is stopping you. So you may have an health issue. Your husband may have an health issue. Or you may be having sex in the wrong time. Yeah, so now, but to say sex is wrong because you didn't produce results, you are wrong, sir. So principles are universal, but the application is personal. So if you don't know how to apply that principle to your personal life, it may not work for you. Not because the principle is wrong, but because something is wrong with your personality. It's your personal problem, not the principle problem. Yes, Anna, it's personal. Number 2, it is contextual. There is a context within which it can work. For instance, now, there is war in Ukraine. There is war in Palestine. Even if we say real estate is so powerful, it doesn't mean you should not go and buy a plot of land in Ukraine now, so you get real estate. Now, doesn't mean real estate is bad. No, within the context of war. No, the Ukraine, you go. Yes, so to now say, forget it, all this real estate, I bought land in Ukraine, it didn't work, they are deceiving us. No, sir, it is where you bought. And the season you bought. And the context within which you bought. That's it.
True.
And then principles are universal. The application are personal, contextual, and geographical. Geography matters. If you don't understand the geography, so as we did here now, people are saying Nigeria is not safe. They are killing people. I can't come to that country. Security. We're in America, and I keep asking all of them. I see people are just dismissing. As we were in America, they were telling us there was a shooting that took place in August. They were saying that is the 35th shooting in 1 year. When they shoot, they will just enter school, begin shoot. You don't hear say they enter school, shoot anybody for Nigeria. But they are still in America, deceiving themselves that America is safer than Nigeria. Why? Because maybe they heard that there's Boko Haram in one place. We're in Lagos. You don't see gun before for Lagos. They don't shoot you before for Lagos. I've been in Lagos for over 50 years. Nobody has ever brought gun to do like this, except police at the bus stop just holding gun. So, but we are safe. But they believe that, so geography. I was still watching online yesterday, a doctor that has been in America for 25 years has relocated back to Nigeria with his family.
And they believe it's not all part of Nigeria that is safe. Like some other parts, we cannot go there.
It's the same thing that happen for their place. Don't let them deceive you. Village day America, poor people, wretched homeless people, full America, full London. When they push carts, drug addicts, homeless, full America, full everywhere. But they are now selling a narrative that you now begin to look down and say, that's why many of our people have gone now. They are suffering there. Refugee in another man's land.
But terrorism can be dealt with now. Terrorism is already disturbing us currently in the
Terrorism is in America forever. They never stop it.
Terrorism,
forever.
I put gun for them. It's different from Nigeria that is suffering from terrorists.
We can't approve gun here. Don't try that. We never need that. If we approve gun here, we'll go you'll get provoked. Keep down for driver.
What do you
so that's what people should do.
Okay.
No matter how terrible you think it is, just look, sit down, think, what else can I cut? I know we have cut, but you have to keep cutting. That's the way it works, because you know rich. What you know rich, what you do?
Cut, you no seafood chop. You don't even get to chop, so where they cut from?
Listen, let me see. Sincerely, I'm a realist. I've been to prison to visit people in prison. Do you know the food they eat in prison? Some of them is once a day, watery beans with garri, and they are alive. Some of them have been there for 10 years and they are okay. Look, it's many things have been programmed to say, you need to have 3 square meals. Is 3 a square or a triangle? Many of these things we believe, look, with 1 meal a day, you are good. It's programming. If you eat 1 good meal every day, you are okay. So just reduce, every day we eat once a day and everybody moves on with their life. You will not die. We have done 14 days fasting. We have done 21 days. It's not a mystery like that. It doesn't mean that's the kind of life you should be living.
Or you walk towards
But when you are in
changes.
an exceptional situation, tough times never last. Tough people do. You have to just face the reality. No day, go kill yourself. Where there is life, there is hope. So no condition is permanent. So it's not that we are not realistic and this we are not. They are just talking it. We know we have been there in this same Lagos. This place where you do. So I don't waka from Ajawa Estate reach here not less than 3-4 times. Waka with no transport. So I'm not talking from Ikotu reach here. I don't waka uncountable times. That will be coming with joy, going to church, trekking. I could have said, all this church, it doesn't work. If God is a good God, why am I trekking for 3 hours? But it is a process. So those things are the things that God is watching. Those are the things that make you, those are the becoming that can say that we can trust this one. So many times we are not ready to pay the price. If you jump up, you will come down. But if you grow up, you will stay up. If you get crashed,
you crash land. Yeah. What do you consider the fastest route to wealth creation? The fastest lane to wealth?
Knowledge.
Knowledge.
If you know better, you do better. So when you have knowledge, you can see money where others don't see money. I have a bias for real estate, but even in real estate, you can fail if you don't have the right kind of knowledge. So I would say the fastest route to wealth is knowledge, financial intelligence. Because once you have financial intelligence, you keep growing. As you keep growing, no matter the evolution in the world, your knowledge will be able to decipher it and break it down to actionable plan. So the greatest thing is knowledge. Once you have knowledge, you can always wangle your way out in any. So focus on knowledge, focus on financial intelligence, financial education. Once you have that and you continue to grow, you just realize that no matter what, anywhere you find yourself, as I'm here now, I'm learning every day. I've been to different areas, and this year now, I went to Australia for the first time this year. And that now completes the continent of the world for me. And because I was going there for the first time, I was asking a lot of questions because I have practiced this thing in every continent. Now Australia remain. So I wanted to be sure that even there, and it's the same thing everywhere in the world. So I'm confident of what I'm talking about. And I was there a few months ago. Between then and now, the stories of transformation that has come from people that have practiced few things in few months, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. So that's the way it works.
Now, I want us to break down on relationship, marriage, and finance. Now, you were talking about earlier when you were talking about without money, marriage can. So, can a marriage truly survive without financial compatibility? Even if there is love, there is spiritual connections. As Christians, they say you should love one another and you love your partner, and as in spiritual connection is there, everything. But maybe the finance is struggling there. Can that marriage truly survive?
Oh, yes, it can if they have the right support system. Many times, a lot of people don't have the right support system. You see, every one of us, we are all product of our environment, product of our association, product of our upbringing, and product of the knowledge that we're exposed to. So if you're in a relationship, you love the person loves you, you are committed to each other, but you are not financially empowered or financially compatible. When you are the right kind of support system, that knowledge that is missing, mentorship can bring it. Other people can. That money that is missing, that connection that is missing, other people can bring it. The problem is that most of the time, they don't know. They don't know that they don't know. They don't want to know. People are not humble enough to seek help. And even if they want to seek help, they don't seek help early. Seeking help is one. Seeking help early is another. Medical science and medical doctors and medical practitioners will tell you that there is no sickness on earth that cannot be cured if detected early, including cancer. Early detection is a security for cure. But when you discover it late, no medical science can help you. So most of the time, when you realize that there is no compatibility in our financial values, don't wait until there is crisis. Quickly seek help and let them support you with knowledge and information that will guide you. Because I've said it over and over again. For me, life is lived forward but understood backwards. I can tell you, looking back, I've written a lot of books. I have a book called New Rules of Love. I have a book of Love is Not. I've written so many books on it because these are things I've studied on a global scale. The number one reason for many of the marital problems that we have is ineffective courtship.
Ineffective courtship.
Yeah.
Break it down.
People did not court. You see, boy meets girl, girl meets boy, boy loves girl, girl loves boy, boy toast girl, girl accept proposal, and they begin to plan wedding. A lot of people have wedding planner. They don't have marriage counselors. They will get wedding planner. Which cloth? They don't have a marriage counselor. You are paying your wedding planner, but you are not ready to pay a marital counselor or a coach to teach you about marriage. That's the problem. So they prepare for wedding, but only few people prepare for marriage. Wedding is for a day, marriage is for a lifetime. So if you have effective courtship and you court, there are many people that go through our courtship class here. By the time they come for first lecture, the first lecture is they will fill form, and then we give them what we call the common sense test. It's 101 questions. So we give the man, we give the woman, they go fill the form. We will now collect the form from the man and the woman and give it to the other person. Say, read waiting, talk, read waiting. Now there the relationship they end. Now there the relationship they end. Okay, what? You didn't tell me this. I didn't know this. But they have been cutting before they came home. They have been cutting, but they have not discussed the real matter. They are going to watch movie. They chop popcorn. They take ice cream. Yeah. Your life will soon become ice.
No, many people argue. Many people argue that marriages are failing due to financial incompatibility.
No.
Now, do you think that a guy that doesn't have money, that is, especially in this our economy now, guys, once you get married, but the money is not there, should you go and get married even if the money is not there?
Marry your size. That's the problem. Marry your size. You see, the problem is there are a lot of women today in this world that if you give them 20,000, they will work a miracle for 1 month. I'm telling you, as bad as you say Nigeria rich, give them 20K, they will work a miracle for 1 month. But there are some women, give them 2 million, you go, they insult you, they curse you. Say, useless man. Now they don't need 2 million. So marry your size. Many times, a lot of us are not facing reality. You will be young man, you they work, you they earn 70K. The person with the fix eyelashes, you won't marry. You they fix nail, you they wear weave on. You know they say that will not be your market. Now you carry your hand, go carry trouble. That is a knife, not a wife. She will knife your destiny because you think just look the babe. See nail, he extend nail. Do you know how much they fix nail? Begin use your brain. This is the common sense. Use your brain now. Check the nail, check the eyelashes, check the weave on, check in wristwatch, check in cloth. Check, just looking, but the looking say this kind of one maintenance alone, your 70,000 will go handle. So you are the one going to look. You are open your size, according to one of my guys. The poo of a chicken and the poo of an elephant is not the same. So you have to poo your size. So many times, all those things, long truths, what you know concern, now you go put. There are a lot of well-cultured home girl that you are earning 70, she's earning 30, to get that 100. Now no go spend 70. Now go see save money. Because you go to your level. That is the problem. So, like I said, ineffective courtship is a major issue because many things are supposed to have been settled before you now marry. But most of the time, it is when people are now married, they now want to begin to discuss the real issue. By that time, it will become a crisis point. So, money is very important. Don't underplay money.
But people say you should marry up rather than going down. You should marry up.
Who will be the up? Who will be the down?
That is the man should look for someone at least well-to-do that he can become.
So, are you looking for a wife or a sponsor? But because you see, we are just a bunch of hypocrites, hypocrisy and liars. Everybody just deceive everybody. If you are true to yourself, this life is very easy. Life no get wahala. Now, woman being they cause wahala for themselves. You see, you are looking for a rich woman. Listen, that a girl is from a rich family does not mean she's rich. That a boy is from a rich family does not mean she's rich. Our money and my money are two different. Now, in Papa get money, no be him. To now say you want this, like say, yeah, that woman is wealth is not sexually transmitted. Being married to a rich man doesn't make you a rich woman. It gives you access to riches. Do you understand that? So you have to become it to understand the way this thing works. So if you say you want to go and marry again because you think she has money, who is the owner of the money? Is she the owner or the parents? So you will now enter there, they now make you as one of their property. You now reverse, say they don't respect you. When you don't carry yourself, go enter. So let us live life. Life is in phases, men are in sizes. The road to the top is at the bottom. Where you are today, your present state is not your final status. It's a process. Be humble, be patient. You have enough time to get to where you need to get to. One life is all you have, and if you live it well, one life is enough.
But as a woman, you can look up. when you want to marry?
You see, all those things. Look at where it all lead us now. If you are a woman, you are looking up to who? To man or to God. That's why a lot of women are in abusive relationship now. Because the man acquired them like a property. And they bring them in like furniture. So the man will keep them at home and have side chick and become a side cock. The man will drop them, they will born picking, the man will be abusing them because you are looking up. A lot of African women are not empowered because they are looking up to man instead of looking up to God and looking up to their destiny. So they end up in the hands of abusers that will now abuse them. Do you know that a lot of women are in their husband's house today? Not because they want to be there, they have no option. If they leave the man now, they don't get money to rent house, they can't feed the 2 children by themselves. So they are just there facing abuse and suffering from useless men because they don't have money. So don't look up to man, look up to God. When you come into a marriage, come with something to offer. Not all this, what are you bringing to the I am the table. Table of 2 legs or 3 leg table. If you be table your destiny now. So many of these things we need to balance. I did a series last year, The New Rules of Love, part 1 to 35. It's on my YouTube channel. To help people understand that the game is the same, but the rules have changed. Many of all these things that we are spreading, they are not true anymore. What your mama and grandmother told you is no more true. In those days, they say, the way to a man's heart is through his stomach because your grandmother's kitchen was the only source of food. Today, the best cook are men. Many women cannot even cook. They enter kitchen, their nails, they can't even cut onion. And then, this food is not gay. I don't know what's wrong with this gas. They are fighting gas, fighting pot. Now that one you want to say the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. No, the way to a man's heart is not through his stomach because there are many restaurants that you can order for anything, apps to order food that will deliver any kind of soup, where they have salad, white soup, they go deliver. So it's not that anymore. If you want to talk to your husband, wake him in the middle of the night. If you wake a man, the person will just return 11:30 midnight or 12 midnight. We go soon go office by 4. You will come to wake up on me. I want to talk to you. May God help you.
Trouble.
So there are a lot of rules that have changed. That is why you now see that a lot of men have defined themselves only based on their financial capacity and bedroom capacity. So when a man does not have money, he feels inferior. When a man cannot perform in the bedroom, he feels inferior. Why? Because he has defined his manhood based on those 2 things. So the problem is now that because you have defined manhood based on ability to provide and ability to perform, you have not understood manhood. By the time they now relocate, that's why they are now having problem abroad.
But isn't that what it's supposed to be, ability to provide?
No, that's not. Provide what? That's the issue.
To be able to provide for the home, provide for the family,
what?
Provide everything, finance, security.
Show me the Bible that says you should provide money. Show me the verse of scripture. You see, it's our mindset. Your primary assignment as a man is to provide leadership. Yeah, provide leadership. When you provide leadership, that's your leadership that you are providing, that vision. That's okay. Let's go down. Who is a father? Who is a husband? A husband is an husband. The word husband is the same word where we get animal husbandry. So husbandry, you see a farm, you plant, you water it, you cultivate it, it produces. That's who a husband is. You are the one to put all the resources. So when you marry a wife, anything she's bringing, anything you are bringing, we sit down together as one family. Then as a leader, I offer leadership to cultivate and put all those things together for the maximum use of that family. So it is our family. So any money that is coming, there's nothing like my money, your money. Is our money, our family income. That's it. When you say father, who is a father? A father is a source and a sustainer. So when you become a father, you are the source of that child. You now sustain the child. So you provide vision. You provide the resources. So it's not that you won't provide money, but that's not the primary. So the ability to provide or not provide is not what makes you a man or your husband.